Hi guys, and today we're going to be talking night vision. I've recently got into night vision, so this is a beginner's view on night vision for airsoft, not military use or police use or any other type of use, not even hunting. Although I will touch on hunting a tad, as I talked to the previous owner of this unit. Getting into airsofts, getting into milsim, and getting into night games, night vision become kind of something that I've become more interested in over the past year or so. So I wanted to do a bit of a video on it because I've just recently bought this kit. It's not something that's been with me for a very long time, so I'm being totally honest. I've followed a couple of channels, obviously. Is it the Hershey group? His video on the PULSAR. This is a PULSAR Gen 1 Plus Night Vision Challenger GS Night Vision 1x20 scope. I followed his advice and he said don't go any lower than Gen 1 Plus. So I wanted to give a little bit of a player's perspective on the Gen 1 Plus night vision for airsoft, and my view on it, as I do think there is quite a lot of different information. It's hard to listen to some people's views because I think a lot of channels are guilty of this, where they'll say one thing and then they'll disagree with themselves in another video. So I just wanted to make this video and be as honest as possible and show you guys what I'm planning on running, and if it doesn't go right then I will update you guys about what's going on with this unit. So disclaimer, this unit, I bought it myself. I'm not sponsored by anyone. This unit cost me £170. Now new, this will cost you around £250 to £270 just for the unit. If you get it with what I got, the deal that I got was £170 second hand. These units, when I called Thomas Jacks, which is the distributor, you can't buy from those, but the Thomas Jacks people that distribute them to all the different shops, this unit has got a 5-year warranty with it. I don't have the warranty, but it gives you comfort in knowing that you can buy these second hand, as long as you get it from a decent person, as long as they haven't dropped it or anything and broke it. You're pretty safe to buy one of these units. I was very impressed with the clarity and everything of what I've seen, considering it's second hand. So I bought the unit, £170. It came with this neat little case. Let's grab this case off my lap. Comes with this case, little pouch on the front, and I will be putting this into a sock and then slotting it into this, just to be added security, to make sure it doesn't break on transport or anything like that. Also, it comes with this other case here. This is for the skull crusher, which is very, very, very uncomfortable. I thought people were joking with how uncomfortable they are. They are horrendous. I am going to be running it for the first time, so I can give you an honest opinion on them, but just putting it on in the house is enough to turn around and say that they are horrible. And I will be going for a lid, a helmet and a shroud mount. So just to give you a quick look, even though you've probably already seen other videos showing you, this is one of those skull crushers. This is what comes with it, and it is a little bit of a faff to get right, but if you spend a lot of time with it, you'll get it dialed in nicely. So the unit comes like this. It takes CR123 batteries. You can mount it either eye, although if you do want to mount it left eye, I would probably suggest moving the mount on the head strap to the other, like turning it round, because it doesn't quite line up with your eye unless you get everything turned round completely. So just a thought when it comes to that. But you can mount it either side. It does come with a lanyard, so you can screw a lanyard into this as well and attach that somewhere if you really want to, which I will be doing. The IR torch that comes with it is very powerful. I do believe that it's more than enough. If you just buy the unit, you don't need to buy an external torch. although an external torch is very, very handy. And if you do have the money straight away, then buy a torch. This torch here is a T20 torch. I forgot what the name of the brand is. It does say there, something fire. £20 off eBay. People say don't buy the cheap torches for the IR. I really don't see why not. This torch, when shining it, as you can see here, the camera is picking up light there. It does not come across with your eyes. You can't see that at all. Showing you here, as it sort of glistens there, you can see how powerful this torch is. This torch is very, very powerful, even though it's only £20. The little square there that you can see, that tiny little circle, and then there's a little LED strip or some type of thing there, that will glow red, and it does come out red like this. It's not it's not like very bright, but it's bright enough to see, and it's a lot bigger than the IR light on here. Both of these torches, if you're standing head on or around 40 degrees, you will see the IR torches in pitch black darkness without any worry. So if you guys are worrying about seeing the IR lights, a lot of people turn around and said that the IR lights are very similar to remote controls. They're not that dark. They're a lot brighter than if you press your remote control in your house. They're a lot brighter than those. So that's just something to be aware of. But I've come up with a couple of ideas of what to do to be able to test this unit. This is what I want to do with this video. Is I want to take this unit to a event down in Kidderminster. Again, going back to Drakelow tunnels, if you guys remember from the channel, there's a video of us going to Drakelow tunnels. It's pitch black, it's undercover, there's no ambient light, it's all dark, so even Gen 3 night vision will require a torch as far as I'm concerned. Obviously in some of the more illuminated areas you'll be fine, but definitely down Drakelow tunnels it's pitch black, and there is definitely places where any night vision is better than no night vision, and hence why I bought this unit. Now, being that this unit is so cheap, and people turn around and tell you buy Gen 2, buy Gen 3, save your money, don't buy Gen 1 Plus. As far as I'm concerned so far, now disclosure again, I have not skirmished this yet. I have only walked around the house, and I have gone to a warehouse to test the range and to see the clarity of it at a further distance than obviously just my hallway. This unit, when you've got an IR light on, is fantastic. Now, people disagree and say, well, an IR light is going to give you away to other night vision users. Yes, it will. And how bright this torch comes out on this camera, it comes out even brighter on night vision. Gen 2 and Gen 3 are going to come out even brighter. So it is something to keep in mind, that if you are going to be using Gen 1, you're going to need an IR torch regardless. It doesn't really matter whether you're indoors or outdoors. It will work better outdoors. I have gave it a quick test outdoors, but it wasn't pitch black. So as far as I'm concerned, just get a torch if you are going to go down this route. And if you are using it for CQB indoors, then it's perfect. You don't need anything more. As far as I'm concerned, as long as it performs well when I go to Drakelow tunnels, I can't see why not to recommend this unit. As walking around the house and walking around a big unit factory place, I gave it to my girlfriend and we played hide and seek, and she found me without any problem. So you can walk around with it on, strapped to your head, and she doesn't play airsoft, she doesn't do anything like this, and we put the skull crusher on her head, messed up her hair, and she found me with no ease. It was just easy. So that was important. Now, using this night vision, I'm going to be trying my tracer unit that I've used obviously before. I've used it in videos before. And also I'm going to be using this is an FMA pet box laser combo light with an IR light in it. I've used this pet box now for about a year, and it's a fantastic pet box. I've just put new batteries in it, and using it with the night vision, I did find that the light from the IR light, the laser, sorry, is enough also to light up a small room. It's not going to give you the best clarity, and obviously if you've got an IR torch on, it's going to give you more. But I did find that putting new batteries in it, the IR laser on the FMA box is pretty powerful. It's not going to give you the best light, obviously, but it gives you a lot more than if you was using a normal little red light. If you were using a red light, you'll have so much light, but obviously anybody that's ever used a red laser, it doesn't light up a room. The IR one does light up the room a little bit more, but I would recommend using one of these. Now, standing straight on, like I said, you can see these torches, and they are quite bright. Obviously, again, there you go. It isn't that bright in real life. That looks like a literally red like this light, and when on the camera it looks pinky. It's not. It's like a bright. It's like a bright red glow. So it's very important to note that if you shine this directly at people, you're going to be seen. But if you aim it downwards, I noticed testing this out in the factory, it still lit up the room. So you could have the night vision on with no IR torch on here, so no one could see the little red light when you move your head. But this is then shining at the floor. Hence why I've got this little tag on here. I'm going to clip this to my belt and see whether it will, as long as it doesn't rattle around, I'm going to try and see if I can secure it to my belt somehow. If I can secure this to my belt and shine this at the floor, this night vision then becomes a lot clearer, and you don't need to use the torch shining towards people. You can just use your laser to aim and shoot. So that's something I'm going to be testing anyway. If that works out, I will continue to talk about that in this video. I'm going to be dropping now a short clip of what it looks like through the night vision. I'm going to get some footage in the house, and then I'll get some footage when we're at Drakelow Tunnels to show you what it looks like, and get you a better idea. Even though there is some videos out there, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like. Anyway, I'll move on to the next part. I'll see you in a minute. Hi guys, just at Drakelow Tunnels, and just thought I'd show you a little bit of what you can see through my night vision. This is going to be with the IR light on the unit, and then I'll show you with the IR torch that I bought, which is a T20 850. Okay, here we go. There you go. And click it on. That's pretty cool. T20 850. Cool. Thanks for your help.